Welcome to Math Lab. Today you're on your journey to discover more about percentage using area models. You will find the whole given the percentage of a part. Before we get started, there are a few things we need to note. Percent indicates a special type of fraction in which the value given is a measure of the number of parts in every 100 parts that is to be used. So 25% means 25 in every 100. It can be written as 25 by 100. Today you're provided with a lab observation sheet which has a number of problems for which you need to find the whole given the percentage of a part. If you look carefully at your lab observation sheet, each problem has a 10 by 10 grid that will help you to get to the answer. This is a 10 by 10 grid. There are 100 small squares in this grid. If I shade one small square, it represents 1 out of 100, that is 1%. What does this picture represent? I have shaded 10 squares. Is it not 10 by 100 or 10%? How will you represent 15% in this grid? Yes, by shading 15 squares out of 100 squares, we can represent 15%. Now, what does this picture represent? I have shaded all the 100 squares. Is it not 100 by 100, which is nothing but 100%? So, the entire 10 by 10 grid represents the whole or the number we need to find in each case. Let us consider the following problem. 20% of what number is 30? Shade your 10 by 10 grid to represent 20%. Yes, you will shade 20 squares. So right here I have shaded 20 squares. I know that 20 squares or 20% is equal to 30. Therefore, 10 squares is nothing but 15. Isn't it 30 divided by 2 that gives me 15? Now that I know 10 squares is 15, can I find the value of 100 squares? Is it not 150? It is enough for me to multiply the answer for 10 squares by 10. Now the entire 10 by 10 grid represents 150. Therefore 20% of 150 is 30. This can also be solved as 20% is equal to 30. So 100% is what? So what is nothing but 30 into 100 by 20, which gives me 150. Are the answers the same in both cases? Have fun discovering more about percentage.